Yes. Yes, theoretically it is possible to make a 0D game. The only question is how. We have to think about what we can and can't do, because both of these questions can lead to very interesting games. In 2D, for example, we have a lot of possibilities, and we can use the lack of a third dimension to our advantage by having more interesting moving mechanics rather than more realistic ones. And in 1D, every pixel needs to hold as much information as possible, so there isn't too much visual clutter. In 0D, on the other hand, we only have one single point, so one pixel. We can of course make that pixel a bit larger so we can actually see it, but what could possibly be the advantage of 0D? Well, the answer is more simple and more fun gameplay. We might only have one color at a time, but that doesn't mean we can't have multiple buttons. Even UI is possible, because there's a big difference between how many dimensions the graphics and how many dimensions the gameplay of the game has. Many modern 2D platformers, for example, use 3D models, and just because your vision is limited to one line, that doesn't mean that the game is 1D. So, what are examples for 0D games? Well, I've tried something out here, but I couldn't finish the game because this happened. Oh no. Usually compiler errors of course aren't a big problem, but this time it was a bug in the compiler itself, so... You could make 0D Minecraft with actual 0D gameplay, for example, by having a new block appear every time you press space, and then being able to pick it up or not. With a bunch of different buttons that do different kinds of stuff, you could even make an inventory system if you want to. Timers also generally lead to very fun and hectic gameplay, and in 0D games they are oftentimes the only solution to being able to lose, as well as timing games, where you have to press a button in the right moment. But one thing that makes 2D or 3D games much more fun than 0D games is that they have a story, or at least a general theme. Fighting bosses, jumping around in a simulation, absolutely destroying your friends on a colorful, peaceful board. That all sounds more interesting than timing your button presses based on the color of a square. So yes, 0D games are definitely possible and can be really fun, but as far as I'm concerned, they won't replace 2D games very soon. Good luck.